All right, hey people, hey Golden, how you doing, darling? I wanted to kind of take this opportunity and just kind of show you how this works from my side. I don't know if you, Golden, I don't know if you recall one of your, it wasn't that long ago, but it was, I believe the title ended in 3 days, and it had two cute little people there. That was nice of you to do there. Uh, I just wanted to let you know how this kind of works from my side here. You see, I have and that can mean different things for different people. And I won't say what it meant for me, but I'm pretty sure you're probably the only one that does. Uh, I had claimed. See, everybody's got an estate, and this is what they're trying to keep under wraps. Everybody's got an estate. They were split at birth. They have a business side to them, and they have a personal side to them. What they wanted to do is give you your name in the paper, and then they wanted to take all your business spending. You can sign for anything, darling. You can go to any business, any uh, service or whatever, and you can sign for it and put it on your room like it was a hotel. That's what you can do. Your signature pays for everything. That's the way it works. But they want to fool everybody and keep everybody fooled so that they don't know and they go use it. And recently they've started to, not recently, but for a while now, they're recently starting to get caught at all this, where they sign things. They have spawned things off your original Social Security card, and then they use that to sign for things, and it goes from there. So, ever since then, I was completely blocked, darling. I'm so sorry for having to not be able to soon send you any nice comments or anything like that. That's kind of what's taking place here. And let me just explain to you what's going on my side here. I have what's called a blocking team on me. It's been 7 years with this blocking team, okay? And they are put there. They're deployed upon you via the IRS, via another central type of agency, if you know what I mean. And they are they're incredibly stupid. They've been programmed that way. They, cannot do anything unless you refer to something, and then, oh, yeah, But what it is they're put upon you. They surveil you remotely, and then what happens is, every time it's 24/7. There is no break in it, and their existence depends on them and their 24/7 surveillance. Because should you go out of it's like the Truman Show. Should you go out of their sight and all that stuff? That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. And should you go out of the sight of what they feel you're gonna do something to put your own estate, okay, that's your business side of things, that they are using, gonna put it in jeopardy from a perfect, abandoned, untouched condition. That's the way it works. Okay, and if it is, and they know that they're done for, their existence might stop, who knows, they have to, they get punished for it and all that stuff. Well, their superiors need to get punished for it, they need to get punished for it, and all this crap needs to stop. The way I work things here on this particular platform anyway, on this channel, on my channel, I like to speak straight truth. And anybody who is, and Golden, listen to me, darling, this is very important. If anybody comes to you and tells you something about, anybody else or myself or whatever, and this is what they really are, or this is who they are, this is what they look like, this is what they've done, this is what, my most important advice that I've learned over, and please take my time, experience, so you don't have to go through it, is don't believe them until you can see it for yourself. Okay, that's the best advice I have for you. So just like in this case, what happened with this? Why would somebody who was only complimenting somebody want to ever block communication from somebody? And this is what this blocking team, it comes with a crew leader and an assistant crew leader. Her name is Maylene Taylor Sutera. And the assistant's name is Larry. He never wanted to give his last name. He said Connor, but it's a Con a conner, right? And they try to tell the truth but lie at the same time. That's what they do. So I just wanted to come on here and let you know, at least with this one, because you'll probably be receiving a few more of these at least. And I'm so sorry, but I just wanted you to know what goes on this side. I am constantly surveilled 24/7 by this completely treasonous war criminal blocking team, whose crew leader is a female, and they have her. What they do is they go through. This is the result of something called MK Ultra. If you know what that is, it's mind control, and they abduct these children young in their lives, and then in 10 years they turn them out to be like this. So she is now. They have programmed her to be, and it's not an EX. That's what I said last night. She's not an ex. She's not a former girlfriend or lover or anything like that. It's gross to even think that way. For me anyway, because I would not put myself nowhere near something like that. She is the female crew leader. Okay, they have her. They can program your traits with MK Ultra, which means they can make you obsessed, a nympho, to go have sex with somebody all day long. It is disgusting. Okay, so that's what she is, obsessed in her own mind to me, and that's why she cannot even if suggested by somebody, by her superiors now or anybody, to stop it. So she's physically got to be removed, and that's what's going on right now, and that's the process that's going on right now. It is absolutely sick, but these groups are not just on me. They are on several people who know the truth, which is basically it all comes down to, they stole your estate, including yourself, Golden, including yourself, darling. They everybody, okay, from fooling you to think of what a contract and a soul contract might be, because there is no agreement there. There's nothing, to a having to speak in parables, or you can say what you want but say these words kind of thing. That's kind of what's going on here. So these ones that are closest to the truth. And I already know what the entire truth is because I already identified it. If you've seen everything that leads up to a very specific message for Golden, and I'm sure you've seen that on there if you're listening to this one. It explains everything, including your estate and all of that stuff. So, and I explain who they are, exactly who they are, where they came from, and what they're doing here. They infiltrated this country to come in and rob everybody of their estates, their knowledge of them, and all of that stuff. All true sovereign Americans right now are supposed to be signing for everything that they've got right now, or that they want right now, not these idiot imposters. And there is, from what I get, a procedure going on, and whether you know or not, maybe I'm sure whether you know or not, a lot of the information is being spread out by these tarot card readers, and I'm not sure if you know or not, but they give the information that the deployment has been. They've given this information out to them. But see, the problem is when you call something a family, it's not your family. That's the fake family that has said that they're you, or an X, an EX, somebody who says that it's the crew leaders who have been targeted, obsessed with their target, but programmadly obsessed with their target. They call them their exes because they call them their exes in court. That is not the case. And that is not what's going on here. And, I'm just not into this, speaking parables and, you can't, you can't even, comment to let somebody know how well they've done and how, awesome they are, or how well you think that they're doing. I mean, that is just absolute nonsense. And what it is, it's absolute psychopaths. That's what these people are. They know I know who they are. They know I have identified them, and they know I know how they do it, and they know I know how they came. All right, so that's kind of what's going on here. I just want to, Golden Darling, I just want to kind of share this with you. I wanted to let you know kind of, because ever since that particular one where, it was all this female crew leader that did all this. And I just want you to know. And they can contact, let's say, somebody else. It might not be yourself, but let's just say it's somebody else. And they might have what's called a handler. Well, all that communication from this female crew leader will go to the handler, directly to the handler. They'll just pick up the phone and make a call to, let's say, Central Casting. Central Casting will then call the handler and say, you need to make sure that she doesn't da-da-da-da-da-da, or she doesn't da-da-da-da, or she doesn't da-da-da, and make sure she doesn't know da-da-da-da, but have her say these things, just to keep this other person going. That is all their doings, okay? I am for 100% truth and total truth. If you're going to communicate with somebody, just communicate with them, and don't, nobody in this country has a right to block anybody's communication like that. It is just stupid. All right, so anyhow, I just wanted you to know that ever since that night, that's kind of what's going on from this side, and who is originally responsible for doing that. And when they're obsessed with you, you should have heard what went on this side. They're not physically here, but they're just off of me, like at a nearby remote location where they can, where they can hear you, and then they force you to hear them. So she's just going, and the assistant and everything, they're just going off every kind word that's said in a communication, going off everything, like they have anything to do with you, like they really believe they have something to do with you, and they absolutely do not. You do not know these people, you do not know this person or anything. They're just simply a crew leader that you're the target, or it's myself is what I'm referring to. And then they have been obsessively programmed to just literally stick like glue to you, but just off of you, so it's remote. That's how it works. So anyway, I hope everybody gets this message, and they need to communicate it to their most honest local police departments and their most local or somebody you can trust that might do something about it. I am located here in North Las Vegas. It's not the town up. It could be Sin City for another reason, but I'm located in North Las Vegas. It's like they classified it different for some reason. But anyway, yeah, because the Las Vegas police, I have taken this over 7 years now. This is a stretch of 7 years for me. And they try to keep, once they target somebody, because they know about their estate's been stolen, okay, they try to target them, and they use the word isolation. They've been so cocky, they'll come out and tell you, yeah, you're in isolation. No, I'm not. All right, you're just committing war crimes and crimes against humanity. That's all it is. Nobody is supposed to hold you. Nobody is supposed to prevent you, hold you back, keep you from going somewhere, doing something, or communicating with somebody. Okay, so I hope everybody gets this, if anybody listens to it. And I just want everybody to know that I love them very much. And Golden, darling, you know how I feel about you and your work. You're absolutely fantastic, I think. I love you very much, and I only wish the best for you. That's just what I hope. But this communication thing is just way too much, and it needs to be, in my eyes, and I really hope that nothing like this goes on your side, where you've been told to communicate in parables or anything like that. Nobody can tell me to do that, because I just don't do it. Okay, but I hope you're safe, and I hope that, you're taking care of yourself and everything. But I just want you to know from the bottom of my heart how I felt about everything ever since that time. We'll call it the 3 days mark. If you'll keep that in your head, just remember to call it the 3 days question mark. Okay, 3 days mark, that's what I'm going to call it. But nothing's changed from me. I've communicated every day since then. The only problem is they cut off the communication all of a sudden, and it probably made two people very, not so comfortable as to what was going on. That is called a war crime. That is called a crime against humanity, and it's definitely a local and federal crime, and I'm supposed to be doing that. So, Golden, darling, listen, I really appreciate you taking time to listen to this. If you have, please stay safe. God bless you, and please take care. And I will talk to you probably very shortly again here, okay? Take care now. God bless you. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you next time. Be safe. Bye-bye.